Well, hello everybody, it's Mike here. I just want to welcome you back to Mr. Cast Iron and Weekends with Mr. Cast Iron. We got a great show for you tonight. I'm really excited about this. Been looking forward to tonight for a good while. I got a gentleman with us that I think you all are going to enjoy so much, and so I'm going to go ahead and pull him on and introduce him. We got Mr. Brandon with Taylor's Fire and Smoke Cooking Show. So good to see you, Brandon. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me on this evening.
Well, How are you? I'm hanging in there, man. Doing good. I got a surprise for you here. Let me show you this. Check that out.
It looks good.
I know you're up around the St. Louis area. You may not be a Cardinals fan or not, but anyway, I just made this background specifically for you today. So
I appreciate it. It looks good. Real good.
I think you told me you was not a Cardinal fan.
Unfortunately, I'm not, but I got tons of family that is. So
yeah, that's good. So you're up in and around the St. Louis area then, right?
Mm-hmm. I live 10 minutes outside of St. Louis.
10 minutes outside of St. Louis. Yeah. Well, it looks like we got several people popping in here. I'm going to try to blow that up a little bit here so we can get them redbirds out from the background there a little bit. But anyway, we got Ginger Snap Kitchen, got Stephanie popping in here with us. Good to have you. Stelly Grills and Chills also, and I think he's up in your area too,
yes,
St. Louis area.
In the St. Louis area too. What's going on, man?
Yeah. And I got Cravens with Carlos. There's my buddy down here in Arkansas. So he got that LGILG. You know what that stands for, don't you?
No.
Let's get it. Let's go.
It makes sense. I should have known.
Yeah, I had to ask him the first time I seen it. I said, well, what does that mean? And he started laughing. he thought I ought to know too. So anyway, we got Jeff, Tennessee Buck Outdoors with us. We had him on the other night. And Patty Joe from down in Australia is with us. So good to see everybody, folks. I'm running solo tonight. Teresa had some things to do out at the church. And so she's got some work to finish up. And it's been a busy day. I mean, time has really flown by today to get all this ready and everything, but we're excited here. We're getting situated here and settled in. We're going to see if we can't pick old Brandon's brain a little bit. So, what made you decide to do a YouTube channel, man?
I don't know. I wanted to do one 4 or 5 years ago, maybe a little bit longer. And my wife had actually went and got me a GoPro and everything like that for Christmas or my birthday or something like that, and I never did it.
Yeah.
So, fast forward 5 years, and we went through the pandemic, and there was a little time. I had some time on my hands, so
yeah.
I said, well, let me go ahead and start it and see how it goes. So far, so good.
Yeah. You'd be surprised how many people I interview that have said the same thing. It's hadn't really been on YouTube. Well, I mean, basically, it was just. Someone that was just watching videos, and really when the pandemic hit, they decided to make a channel. And
right.
I mean, there's a lot of people I've interviewed like that. So got a few, got a few more people popping in here. Ian Gould, how are you, buddy? We got
what's going on, Ian? What's up, Carlos?
Patrick? Can you see the comments real good then?
I can.
Okay, cool. Looks like Cam and Teresa's in the house there with flour, eggs, and yeast. In the kitchen with Karen's with us too. So, man, we got a house full here. So, guys, we welcome y'all. We appreciate you being here. And I'm running solo, so you're going to have to help me out a little bit here. If you have any questions for Brandon, be sure and start it out with the sign and just put at Mr. Cast Iron. And hopefully I'll be able to see that and be able to get some questions up for him. But I got to pop this up here. Great bacon fat fries today. I did a little short this afternoon. I was working on that. I got up this morning and had it on my mind. I've been aiming to do it for a good while, and kind of have I have a list of things that I'm planning on, creating on videos, and that was one of them, and so I got that knocked out today. But do you, when you do your recipes, do you just kind of go off the cuff, or do you have something in mind, or something, maybe you've seen some other fellow creator create, or something that your mama made for you or grandma made for you, and you think, hey, I'm going to make that?
Mostly everything I do it's something that we like to eat.
Yeah.
I try my best not to make a recipe based on something I've seen somebody do, but with on YouTube, there's millions of recipes, so you're
Right.
bound to make the same recipe on the exact same day as somebody, but it's not intentional.
Right.
But I generally don't have a game plan. I'm like, okay, I plan on cooking this today. Does this seem like something that would make a good video? And if I think it does, then I'll record it. And if not, then we'll move on to the next one.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'll tell you what I always like to do. I like to pull everybody's channel up. So if you don't mind, I'm going to pop into your channel there and show it on the screen here.
Nope, no
And
mind at all.
okay, let's see here if I can do this properly. All right, there we go. Let me just pull it up here full screen. So looks like you got about 1,330 or so subscribers. So you're doing pretty good with that. That's working out pretty good.
Yeah,
And
we've had some growth.
yeah, yeah. You know what your most popular video would be?
As of right now, the one that's been getting the most action lately is the salmon croquette video. Now, I'm not sure if that's the one that's got the most views. I think it may be. It's between that and probably the dressing.
Yeah,
But the salmon croquette video is taking off.
Yeah, I've watched them both, watched several of them, and then I took and purged some of my history and cleared out my cache, so to speak, as they call it. So a lot of times, usually when I'm pulling it up, I can see, you know, by the red line of what all I've watched. I've watched a bunch of your videos, but they ain't showing up. But anyway, that cornbread dressing, man, I sent you a message, left a message on that video. I'm going to be making that, and I'm going to be making that one of these days. Just not in the mood for dressing right now, but
I understand. It's good. I will toot my own horn. It's good.
yeah.
It's basic, good dressing.
Yeah, no doubt. I'm going to be making that. And then I seen that salmon street taco video you're talking about.
Yeah, man. We've actually eaten that like 2 or 3 times since the video.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah, I just like the salmon by itself. It's that good.
Yeah. Yeah, I believe it would be. I love salmon. I'll tell you something else, too, I like is tuna steaks.
Mm-hmm.
I think you did a tuna steak video, didn't you, if I remember right?
Well, that was not. Wait, I did a tuna. Yeah, I did. They were kind of smaller fillets, but I did do a tuna video.
Yeah.
I think tuna and maybe swordfish, one of the two.
Yeah, yeah. That's that's something that I haven't really done on my channel, and I love fish. I don't know why I hadn't done any fish, but I'm kind of from the South and all. I like that old fried catfish, and I notice you're trying to eat a little more healthy.
Yeah, we got to weave a little bit in there from time to time. I still, eat my fried fish. Actually, matter of fact, we just had fried fish for dinner tonight.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, but sometimes we try to weave in some good stuff. At least I do. My wife eats a little better than I do.
Yeah.
Weave in some good stuff in there from time to time.
Yeah, yeah. So, well, looks like we got a few more people popping in here. Stephen Mull, good to see you. Let's bake it and cook stuff. Oh gosh, Pickles Barbecue is with us. Good to see Charlie. Mr. Fred Zeppelin's with us. So good to see everybody.
Thank y'all for coming in.
Yeah. Who else did I miss? I'm running solo, y'all. So Teresa's not here with me. So if you can kind of bear with me, I'm trying to do the best I can and focus here and be sure and ask Brandon some questions. But if you guys have questions in the comment or in the chat room there, be sure and leave me a at Mr. Cast Iron to start the question off so I can possibly see it. Got Samantha Lewis with us. Good to have you. So good to see everybody. So we'll get on with it. How would you basically describe your channel?
I'm just a cooking channel with a Christian foundation.
Okay.
I love to cook. I love the Lord, and my intent was not to try to do ministry through my channel. But when the Lord speaks, you have to listen.
Yeah.
So it started off, I'm just going to be cooking, but then he began to say, you could use this as a platform to maybe reach a soul or two.
Yeah.
And so it's a cooking channel with a Christian foundation. That's the way I can explain it.
Yeah, that's awesome. Can you elaborate a little bit on that?
like I said, I wanted just to have. I love to cook. I actually have a food trailer. I have a catering, a barbecue business, and I do
Wow.
catering and stuff. And I was like, well, I would like to go on there and do some barbecue and cook and show what I got on YouTube, but ministry is more important.
Yeah.
So it's just a good avenue to kind of do both.
Yeah.
And I said on one of my videos, and I was talking to my wife, I was like, well, it's worth to me losing 500 subscribers to gain one soul to Christ.
Yeah.
So that's the most important thing.
Yeah.
That's what it's about.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you there.
Mm.
You guys have a ministry where you basically do a You Can Make It Monday motivation.
Mm-hmm.
I think is that the name of the title?
Yes, sir.
Every Monday. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Can you kind of talk to us a little bit about that?
Just what it is. It's just a little encouragements that God has given me to give to people on Mondays. Some days it's a little more, some days it's a little less. And then, I asked my wife to do it. My wife has actually been in ministry way longer than I have. She used to drag me along, and I just kind of picked up the rear. But God has really been moving through me over the past few years. So that's why when she speaks, it's so powerful, because she's been doing it so much longer. But it was, the Monday Motivation is my baby. But I've asked her, and I've tried to encourage her to do it, because I'm like, I know that God has a word from you for somebody as well. So every time she does it, it really does well. And she plans on doing it again this Monday. So if you guys aren't a subscriber, subscribe. And then if you haven't checked out the Monday Motivations, make sure you watch Monday. I always drop them early, so they'll be there Monday morning.
Yeah, I try to catch them all the time. It's good motivation, good word, and we all need a good sound word to start the week out. It says, Teresa and Cam says, Mr. Cast Iron, I love Brandon's ministry motivational Monday uploads. They are so good. And that's true.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Looks like we got little Eric with us. Are you familiar with little Eric?
I am.
Yeah, that's my little buddy right there, man. He's pretty awesome. I really like him.
How you doing, Eric? Good to see you.
Yeah. When did you start your channel? You may have said that already.
It was May of last year.
May of last year.
So
okay.
It'll be 1 year, May. I believe it's May 13th.
Wow.
Will be my 1 year anniversary.
Yeah. Do you watch other food channels other than people that's in our chat room? You watch some of the, anyone that you have a favorite or you like to watch or catch yourself going back to quite a bit?
Not one, but I actually like people that cook food that I would eat. And in my mind, I would like, some people cook stuff to where I'm like, if it's just a normal regular day, are you really gonna cook that?
Yeah.
So I like to try to watch channels to where they cook food that they probably eat all the time anyway, or that they try to incorporate into their regular menu. So, I when I first started really watching, it was, Ray Mack from Ray Mack's Kitchen and Grill.
Yeah.
And then a guy named K-Ray, but I don't think he's on YouTube anymore. And then I would watch Kirby Q. I just liked his channel because he was just an everyday man that likes to barbecue and stuff like that. And kind of liked watching his channel.
Yeah, I had Kirby Q. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I had Kirby Q on here a few weeks back. We interviewed him, and that was really interesting. He's really a neat guy, and so he's kind of getting cranked back up. He's been putting a few videos out here recently, so it's good to see him. Jamie Mack's in the house with us. Good to have you with us. And I thought I just missed somebody else here. I'm not sure, but anyway, we welcome everybody in the chat room. And hey, guys, we got Brandon with Taylor's Fire and Smoke with us tonight. And if you have not yet been over to his channel, I left a link in the chat room there. You can scroll up there and catch his channel link, and be sure and go check his channel out. And if you like what he's doing, be sure and give him a like and a comment, and tell him you seen him over here on old Mr. Cast Iron's channel. And if you really like what he's doing, hit his subscribe button if you've not yet subscribed to him, and I know he'll certainly appreciate that. Definitely. And well, I know we all like our channels that we like to watch as far as cooking channels, but I know we got to have some other ones that that are non-foodie type channels. I watch a a whole slew of things, different things. I mean, just from anything to everything, really. But have you got any favorite channels that are not food or cooking that you catch yourself watching?
Now, aside from if I'm watching cooking, I would probably say on YouTube, 85% of the stuff I watch is actually preaching.
Yeah.
And there's one church in particular, is Full Gospel Holy Temple, FGHT Dallas. I watch them all the time. And then a bishop, he's passed away by now, but I like to go back and watch his old sermons. This G. Patterson. So that's basically what I watch on YouTube. Then I'll watch, the people I really enjoy watching, I'm subscribed to. I'll go watch their videos. But when I click on and I type in the search bar something I want to look for, it's most of the time it's ministry related.
Yeah. You ever heard of a guy named Tony Evans?
Absolutely. I've read several of his books, and they are amazing.
Yeah, I know Tony. I used to live in the Dallas area, and when I first gave my life to the Lord way back in 1985, I went to Oak Cliff Bible Fellowship Church, and Tony was my pastor for a long time. And then I ended up moving back, in this area. But yeah, Tony's great. I still watch him today, man. I love listening to him. I listen to him sometimes on a podcast. He's awesome. He just recently lost his wife. She went on to heaven.
Heard that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He's an amazing teacher as well, not just a preacher, but a teacher.
Yeah.
And can teach you application. My wife, one of her favorite speakers is actually his wife, or his daughter, Priscilla. Mm-hmm. She loves watching her. So the Evans family is in our home often. Yeah,
they're all them kids are, well, I say kids now, they're all grown adults, but I remember seeing them. I can remember seeing them when they, it was just knee high to a bullfrog, really. They wasn't very big at all. But all them kids now are all in ministry or one shape, form, or fashion. So, but man, my heart just hurt for Tony when all that happened and everything. I mean, I know we all, it's kind of like an old country song. We all want to go to heaven, but we don't want to go tonight, and it's just, I know it was painful for him, but he's solid, man. He's solid, and that's about all I can say. But anyway, I listen to him a lot, and there's another guy out in Hawaii I listen to, J.D. Farag. I don't know if you've ever heard of him or not, but it's Farag, and he's really a good guy. I enjoy watching him a lot. He puts out something new every Sunday, and especially for like end time type things too. I get into that. I'm interested in those kind of things. But well, man, I see you doing some short videos too. Is that right?
I attempt to. I don't have much success with them, but I mean, all it takes is one. So
yeah. What's your favorite food to cook?
Anything barbecue.
Anything barbecue. It don't matter.
Yeah, anything barbecue. Smoking is my thing. So anything barbecue related is my favorite to cook.
Yeah, I noticed on your channel trailer, or not trailer, but your banner, it said "Where the smoke is no joke." So you ain't kidding about it,
That's
are you?
my logo. Yeah, that's actually my slogan. My wife came up with that when we first started my business. And at first I thought it was corny. I'm like, that ain't gonna work, but it stuck.
Yeah.
So where the smoke is no joke.
How's the business going?
It's going well. It's been slow. In the winter months it slows down, but we're getting ready to get ramped back up come spring and summer. So I'm excited. Where
do you put your truck?
There's a little spot up here where I live that I would set up in front of a Rural King, and then in our church lot. Our church happens to be on the main drag where it's located. So I set up in our church parking lot, and I do really, really good business. And then if somebody calls me out, like I've done birthday parties, I've done neighborhood like block events, so that kind of stuff works out for me as well. Yeah.
Jamie Mack, there is a link in the very top of this chat if you can scroll up to the top. And I see Stephen, Cooking with Stephen and Jacqueline popped in. He sent me a message earlier and told me he'd be a little bit late, but I see him here. He's our moderator. He'll be posting all the links to all of Brandon's social media sites. So we'll get you a link here in just a second, buddy, if you can't, if you hadn't seen it yet. So appreciate you. Let's see. Steven, I'm running solo. Teresa's not with me tonight, so you'll have to be sure and get my attention good on questions. I'm trying to monitor the chat room and talk to him too. So
Let me see if I can. I know Pickles had a question. Charlie did. Let me see if I. Oh, he says my favorite cooking or food related movie.
Let's see if I can find that.
I don't know.
I usually.
If I have a favorite food related movie or cooking related movie, nothing comes to mind. But my favorite food show was actually, it used to be that show with Anthony Bourdain where he would go to all those different cities and eat all that food. I used to enjoy watching that, and I like Man Fire Food on the Cooking Network.
I'll tell you one I nearly got caught up into today. I was working on some stuff here trying to get ready for the show tonight, and I opened up a tab. I had 2 or 3 different tabs of YouTube open, and when I clicked on a new one to open it up, Justin Wilson, down in Louisiana. I don't know if you remember watching him years ago, but he was on TV, but he was everywhere really. But man, I got to watching one of his videos, got to laughing. He was so funny. That was probably one of my best ones. You never seen Justin Wilson? Oh man, you got to go look Justin Wilson up on YouTube.
I'll try to remember that name. Yeah.
That's funny stuff. Let's see if I can get that off the screen here. We all kind of have some goals, I'm sure. I'm certain you probably have some goals now that you've been on YouTube for since was it 19? May of 19 or May of last year? May of 20.
May of last year, 20.
Yeah, May of 20. So a little less than a year. I'm sure now that you've seen the kind of response and feedback from everybody in this community, you've seen the people that watch your videos and everything. I'm sure you guys probably have some type of short-term and possibly long-term goals for your channel.
Well, I mean, naturally we want to get the monetization, so I pray that we'll get there within the next month or so. We're getting close. I'm about 900 hours away. So, but we've had a lot of views and stuff lately. So hopefully within the next month or so we'll get there.
Yeah.
And it's to keep growing. I mean, keep trying to put out the best food I can and relate to the people that watch the channel, and just keep growing. That's basically it. Yeah.
Have you? There's cooking with this guy. Good to see you, Stephen. I didn't say anything to you earlier and acknowledge you, and I didn't mean to pass you up. And Jerry Ellen's with us too, so appreciate all y'all being with us. Bud's Backyard's with us, so good to see Bud again. I got a question. Have you ever had any negative feedback?
No, actually not really. I think out of all my videos I've ever had, I had one comment that was kind of suspect, and then now I've had some thumbs down, and they just make me laugh because it's like they're so random. I'm like, I know good and well this was a good video, and somebody wants to give me a thumbs down. But other than that, as far as comments, we had one troll, 1 or 2 in one of my lives, which I don't go live very often, but that happened one time. But other than that, it's been pretty positive, and I'm happy about that.
Yeah, Charlie's got another one for you. He said, where did you learn to cook? In other words, or where did you not learn to cook? In other words, the worst cooks he had. I'm not sure, Charlie. Where did he not learn? Well, I'm not going to put nobody on blast. So, have there been some things and some food I've eaten from people that weren't very good? Absolutely. But I plead the fifth. Mr. Fred Zeppelin says, "What bands or musicians do you like to listen to?"
Mostly gospel. Now the thing is, I like to listen to growing up, I listened to a lot of rap.
Yeah.
So, when I gave my life to God, I was like, yeah, I really don't want to listen to that no more. So there's some gospel rappers that I like to listen to.
Yeah.
And then a lot of gospel music. So I like Jonathan McReynolds. I like Jason Nelson. I like um, just a lot of gospel music I'm listening to. I've been listening to a lot of quartet lately.
Yeah.
Just the past couple of weeks, we listened to a lot of quartet.
Yeah. That's cool. Awesome. Awesome. Well, let me back this off here. Sorry, Karen. Yeah, we love Justin Wilson too, man. He's awesome. Let's see. Did I put that one up there? Yeah, I did. What type of equipment do you use to record your videos with?
I just use my phone. I do have a little bit of lighting that I get as like a must. If you're trying to film, you've got to have some decent lighting. But I just record with my phone, and then I have a couple inexpensive microphones that I use sometimes that I got off of Amazon. Nothing super expensive.
Yeah. What kind of editing equipment are you using?
I use for 99% of my videos. I use KineMaster.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's super simple to use, and I just edit everything on my phone.
Yeah. What was one of the videos you had the most fun making?
Probably the smacking or lackings are my favorite, just because it's just an honest review. I have no idea how it's going to taste. So, when you get that first bite, my reaction is the first time you see it is when you see it as well. So when I do a smacking or lacking, those are my favorites.
Yeah. Jamie Mack says, what is a standout moment in Taylor's cooking career?
On YouTube or just in general?
Probably in general, because you got your truck and everything,
I guess the biggest standout moment is just when somebody, says they had your food or whatnot, and they've invited you to go do an event. That's all. When it happens, it's always a blessing. It's always a plus. That just lets you know that you're doing good food and that people appreciate it. So anything that in that regard is always a standout for me.
I know you got to get nominated to cook in the church kitchen, ain't you?
Yeah, they already know. I don't know how many racks of ribs I've had to sell to people in the church.
That's funny right there. Let's see. Karen says that's my favorite, slacking or lacking. Little Eric said editing is a pain. Do you find editing hard, or you enjoy?
I don't actually, because, like I said, with KineMaster, I try not to do anything that's overly over the top anyway when I record. So when I edit, it's mostly just cutting and transitions.
Yeah.
So it's not that bad.
Yeah. Ian says the smacking or lacking is never lacking. I love it. So, let's see. Favorite food to cook. Yeah. I think we've already asked you. What is your favorite food to cook? You said anything barbecue.
Anything barbecue related. My favorite food to eat is actually fried pork chops.
Fried pork chops. Breaded or not?
Oh, yeah.
Got to have it breaded.
the full Monty. Breaded up, deep fry them. Some fried potatoes and creamed corn. That's my favorite meal of all time.
Fried potatoes and creamed corn. Wow. Yep. Man, I love them fried potatoes. How do you cook them? You cook them in bacon grease?
If I got it.
Folks. That's right. Don't ever throw your bacon grease away. Strain that out and save that, because it's so good to cook with.
Yes, indeed.
Man, where'd you learn to cook? I mean, what was it? Your mama taught you how, or your grandma, or somebody taught you how to cook, or no?
My grandmother was an amazing cook. My mom was a pretty good cook. My grandmother was an amazing cook. So I kind of just, I guess it came from her. I really wasn't taught to cook when I was growing up. My parents worked. They worked jobs where I get out of school. If I wanted to eat, I was going to have to cook. Yeah. So I kind of just started off 12, 13 years old.
Yeah.
And get in the kitchen and try to make something happen. So.
Yeah, you kind of like me. Your belly demanded it, didn't it?
Yes, sir. And you don't always want to eat hot dogs or bologna sandwiches. So.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, I have to take them pork chops or that chicken out the freezer and make something happen.
What do you remember? One of the first things you learned how to cook?
I, if I'm not mistaken, it probably was pork chops.
Really?
Probably like something like pork chops or fried chicken and
Yeah.
boxed macaroni and cheese or something like that.
Yeah.
Something easy.
Yeah. 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 I think mine wasn't probably too easy for me. I mean, Mom, I think, of course, she always had an old cast iron skillet, and I've been using cast iron for a long time. I think probably some of the things that I learned to cook first was eggs.
Well, yeah. Hmm.
And once I learned how to make an over easy egg without breaking the yolk, I was getting somewhere.
Yeah. I mean, I've actually forgot all about eggs and bacon. So to revise it, that probably was the first thing I've cooked was eggs and bacon, breakfast
Yeah.
food or pancakes.
Yeah.
But as far as what I would consider a heavier dish or whatnot, it was pork chops and probably mac and cheese.
Yeah.
Something
Where'd
like
you
that.
grow up at?
A small town called Lebanon, right here in Illinois. It was a really
Lebanon.
small country town.
Yeah.
I think we had population of how much? About 2,000 people.
Yeah.
So a small town.
I live in a pretty small town now. It's only like 3,700 population. But Jeff
Growing up,
said,
we had one stoplight.
yeah.
We had a bunch of stop signs. There was a stoplight at a four-way intersection, right smack dab in the middle of the town. One grocery store, 2 gas stations, and a Dairy Queen.
Yeah.
Then we
You're-
started growing.
You're describing our town. We don't have a Dairy Queen, but anyway, we got a Hardee's. But
That's the first fast food. Well, we had a little place called Larry's that sold burgers and chicken, and it was the best burger and chicken you'd ever eat. But then when Hardee's came, Hardee's drove Larry's out of business.
Yeah.
And then when McDonald's came, McDonald's put Hardee's out of business. So
Jeff with Tennessee Buck Outdoors says everything's better with bacon. Boy, you got that right.
absolutely.
Bud's Backyard fried potatoes are great, no doubt. Karen, I made that little short video today with homemade French fries, cooked them in bacon grease, and she said I'm never throwing out my bacon grease again. So
No.
let's see what. Carlos getting hungry. He said talking about all this food. Let's see, Bud's back. About the only food I've had in months is eggs. Wow. All right. What's your advice or tips on starting a catering business? You have anything you could share with us?
Be prepared to spend money. Worry about making sure that your food is good. No, great. And that you're giving the people almost more than they paid for. And then you can kind of work your way back once you get yourself established. You don't want to penny pinch when you're first starting out, because if you get that reputation, then it's hard to come back from it. So, start out, we gave a little more than what, the average person would. And I made sure that I was giving people top-notch quality and top-notch service, despite how much they were trying to spend. I don't care if they had a $200 order or if they had a $1,000 order. You're getting the same service. And that's, just make sure that if you were to start out, that you worry about you have to worry about cost, but don't allow that just to be your end all, because you find yourself being known as a cheapskate or skeet when you're serving or you're giving out food. So you don't want to be like that.
Yeah. Getting back to that bacon grease, Charlie said don't throw out your beef fat either. That's right. That's beef tallow.
I've got some tallow in the refrigerator. I got 2 jars of it.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of cooking equipment do you have in your truck?
Well, I have a smoker on the back of it. It's just a smaller smoker, and then I don't do a ton of cooking on it. I've got a lot of warmers. I've got an oven in there, a small oven, refrigerators, but the smoker is basically everything. Mostly what I use. So, and it's on the back.
Yeah. What do we got here? There's Pete Thomas with us. Good to see you, brother. We're going to have Pete with us here coming up. I'm letting the cat out of the bag. Hopefully sometime the end of March.
Oh,
I'm gonna have Pete. Matter of fact, I guess I could probably share that with everybody what we got coming up. But got outdoor indoor Texan tomorrow night, and then starting in March, folks, we're gonna have to scale back to only one night a weekend. I'm gonna have to do Sunday nights only because we'll be gearing up and getting real busy in the type of work that I'm in. So I probably won't be able to do my Saturday nights for a little while till it slows down, which is generally around the 4th of July. So if you guys can bear with me on that, we'll certainly be back as quick as we can. But anyway, yeah, I've talked to Pete, and Pete interviewed me on his show a good while back. I had been mulling over the idea of doing this, interviewing people, because it's so interesting to get to know other cooks and other people and different things. And man, I've made a lot of good friends doing this, and just a lot of people here in the chat room. YouTube is so awesome. It's a great platform, and you get to know good people. And like you said, and that's why I ask you, had you had any negative feedback? Because generally speaking, I mean, I hardly ever get anything. Very rarely even getting thumbs down, from anybody. I know it happens occasionally, but that's okay too. I mean, if they didn't like it, they just didn't like it, and they won't be seeing very much more of my stuff when they put a thumbs down. So, we can't get discouraged by that, because YouTube, once you throw a thumbs down, YouTube won't suggest any similar type content. So just got to move on.
Yep.
But
one thing I've just just me, what I've tried to do, I try to subscribe to people that I truly and genuinely think are good people.
Yeah.
So if I have some of the same subscribers, and that happens if I'm a subscriber of a certain channel, somebody might say, "Oh, that person subscribed to this channel, so let me go to their page or to their channel and see how they are."
Yeah.
And that's how a lot of people connections are made. But I try my best to just be subscribe to people that I generally think are good people, and I think that kind of filters out some of the riffraff, for lack of a better term.
Yeah.
If you're in a channel that's got a whole lot of mess and controversy all the time, then those are the type of people that are going to be subscribed to those channels, and in turn, they'll give you a thumbs down if you say something that they don't agree with, or you have a different point of view. So I kind of try to be careful of the things I follow on here.
Yeah, I tell you what I do, and I'm gonna pull your channel back up and use your channel real quick. What I like to do a lot of times is I'll take and I'll pull up someone's channel if they've left a comment or whatever. Generally, what I do is go to the About section and read their About section and see what they're all about. And you got a great About section here. Everything here, got your email address where you can click on that and get your email address. So that's one thing that's important to me, is an email address to get in touch with somebody, but also all the other places for the social media site. You got your mailing address here where people can send stuff to you. But I usually look at the About section, and then I go to their videos, kind of look through some of their videos, see what one of their most popular one was, or some, it's got a lot of views. But then I go over to the channel section and I see if they have their page set up where, they're showing people that they have subscribed to. And what I do a lot of times, I'll go through the whole thing. Hey, look at there's Mr. Cast Iron. I go through here and I find people, and if their title or whatever looks interesting to me or whatever, a lot of times I'll click on a lot of these and go check their channel out. And I have subscribed to a lot of people just by other people's channel recommendations.
Right. Yep.
So, but anyway, that's just me. Let me get back out of here. Oh, we got to cover them Cardinals up. All right. Well, hey, not talking just about the food truck, but what do you like to cook on at home? You got a favorite piece of cooking equipment, either indoor or outdoor, doesn't matter?
Pretty much any of my smokers I love, or a barbecue grill. Those are, my favorite apparatus. I've really, really enjoyed cooking on the Blackstone of late, but it's been really, really cold out, and so I haven't had the opportunity to get on that as much. But I would say, grill smoker or the Blackstone has been my favorite.
Yeah. Looks like Bud's back door may be leaving us, so good to have you with us, man. Certainly appreciate you.
Good seeing you.
Yeah. Pickle says, my theory is insults are as free as compliments. You choose who you want to be. Yeah, that's true. What's Carlos talking about here? I love my air fryer. We ain't getting into that. Man, they've been picking on me about air fryer. You use an air fryer?
I do.
Yeah.
I've got a couple videos with one. It's convenient.
Yeah.
There's some things. Well, at first it was just a chicken nugget in a tater tot cooker, but lately we've been trying to use it a little bit more to make real food with it.
Yeah. What do you like to dip them old chicken nuggets and tater tots in?
Ketchup and barbecue sauce.
Ketchup and barbecue sauce together?
If need be, but no. You can separate it. I love ketchup. I love barbecue sauce. Those are my favorite condiments.
Yeah, I like ketchup. Well, I like barbecue sauce too. I like marinara sauce. Oh gosh, honey mustard. A little bit of everything, really.
Yeah.
But what's your favorite? Is it breakfast, lunch, or dinner? What do you prefer, or what do you like the best? Not prefer.
I guess lunch, because lunch is kind of like dinner. So, but lunch could also be brunch. So if I had to guess, I guess lunch would be my favorite meal of the day.
Yeah, I forgot about ranch dressing.
Ranch is of the devil. Ranch is disgusting.
Oh, you don't like ranch dressing?
Not at all.
I don't know. You certainly then you can't like blue cheese then probably.
No, I don't eat cheese. I don't actually care for cheese too much at all.
Really? That was one of my questions. What's your favorite cheese?
None of them.
None of them. Yeah.
My daughter, my middle daughter, she's a ranch fanatic. She loves the stuff.
Yeah.
But, nah.
No. Is there any kind of food that you liked that you like now that you didn't like when you was a kid?
Tons of them.
Yeah.
Sauerkraut, stewed tomatoes, cornbread. As a kid,
you didn't like corn? Yeah.
Not as a kid.
Wow.
But once I got to my teenage years, I started smashing it. But like I say, stewed tomatoes, sauerkraut, tomatoes, a lot of vegetables.
Yeah.
That's because you just tell yourself as a kid you don't like them, and you probably would if you tried them. So.
Yeah. I wasn't a big tomato fan when I was a kid either, but man, I love them. Love them. Love that stuff. Stewed tomatoes and all that. But you got a favorite junk food?
There's so many to list. I guess I like fruity candy though, like gummy type candies. So those would be my favorite. But I like Snickers as well.
Like gummy bears or what?
Yeah, but more like Jolly Ranchers. They make a gummy. Those things are amazing.
Yeah.
It gets you in trouble.
Back when you could go to the mall. Is your malls closed over there, by the way?
No, they've been open, but I don't really shop in the mall, man. There's nothing in the mall for me.
Yeah.
I can get everything I need out of Walmart, Dollar Tree, and Amazon.
Yeah. Yeah. I know them malls, a lot of times they used to have, some candy stores where they had all kind of.
Yeah, but it was like 300% higher than if you would just go to a regular store.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right about that. Let's see. Carlos, I still don't like cornbread or dressing.
What?
He don't like onions either, man.
Some people don't, but you don't like dressing? Whew.
Yeah.
I don't know, Carlos.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We're gonna have to lay hands on him. I think it looks like to me.
Definitely. I'll bring the oil because you need some anointing. You don't like the dressing.
Oh, Carlos, we love you, man. It's all good in the neighborhood. If there was only one food that you could eat for the rest of your life, what would that be?
Is it one particular food or one type of food?
One type. We'll go one type.
Chinese.
Chinese, really?
Yeah.
What's your favorite dish of Chinese food?
I love Mongolian beef,
Yeah.
beef and broccoli as well.
Have you? I don't know about up where you live, but the ones down around here they cook catfish. They got fried catfish on their
No, you
buffet.
know, the ones around here have chicken wings. It's
Yeah.
probably some of the best chicken wings you'd ever eat.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm like, how'd that happen?
Yeah.
But they've got some good chicken.
Yeah. Yeah, if you ever get one that has catfish, man, fried catfish. I mean, I've eaten at a lot of catfish joints, and different places. Been at a lot of catfish cookouts, There's a lot of old country boys around here can do a good job on catfish. But I'm gonna tell you, there's some Chinese restaurants around here that, woo! Every time I go, I tell Teresa, I said, yeah, that's all right. I'm over here. I'll be over here for a minute. And I get me a bunch of it, boy. Love it. You like ice cream?
I do.
What's your favorite ice cream?
Strawberry or vanilla?
Strawberry or vanilla?
Yep.
You like it plain or you like put toppings on it?
Plain.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not just plain old ice cream.
Yeah. What would you prefer, a cake or a pie?
I'll say cake. I like a pound cake, plain pound cake. That's my favorite.
Pound cake? Yeah.
Hmm.
With no ice cream.
Now I can put some ice cream on the side of that. Yes, sir.
That's funny. What do you drink with your dinner, usually?
Water or a soft drink.
Yeah.
I like Diet Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
I love Pepsi, but I try to, I was pre-diabetic in years past, so I tried to lay off the regular sodas and kind of switch to Diet Dr. Pepper.
Yeah. How's that working out? I mean, I guess you still trying to
I'm
stay
good
on
now.
top.
Yeah, they had me taking medication for a little while, but I don't have to take it anymore. So
Yeah. Teresa's diabetic, man, and I know Pete's in the house here with us too. Pete Thomas, I've talked to him quite a bit about it. Teresa, man, she's up and down. It's crazy. And then when back around Christmas, we both got afflicted by this COVID deal, and man, that really jacked her up. Yeah. Yeah,
dang.
I caught it first and ended up bringing it home to her, and man, I'm been worried about her. Matter of fact, keep her on your prayer list now we're talking about it, because she's got blood clots in both lungs, and it's COVID related. COVID's what caused it, and so she's having to take blood thinners to try to get these blood clots out. And so we've been dealing with that for several months. I don't say a whole lot about it. I try to mention it every now and then, but
we'll definitely be praying for her. Definitely be praying for her.
Appreciate that. But yeah, her sugar, man, her diabetes. I mean, she's type 2, but it's genetic. I mean, her whole family, that whole family, nearly every one of them has it. It's just crazy.
Yeah, my grandmother was like that. And I have a niece. She was born basically born with diabetes. We found out she was diabetic when she was probably 1, maybe 2.
Yeah.
And she's 28 or 9 now, maybe 30.
Because Jasmine's 30. She's 31.
Oh, so she's 31, 32. So, yeah.
Yeah.
It's genetic on that side, but I pray that it doesn't come back or want to come back.
Yeah, so I kind of slipped around in the background this morning and fried up some homemade French fries, and I don't think she got any. She was gone this morning, and I did it because she can't eat that. She can't eat potatoes hardly. It just jacks her up, and she just loves them homemade French fries I make. So I know it's hard. Yeah, I love that stuff. Fried taters and onions and bell pepper. What do you put in your fried taters when you cook them?
That's it. Onions, bell pepper, salt, pepper, garlic powder.
Yeah. What's some of your favorite seasonings to use?
Salt, pepper, and then I love complete seasoning.
Yeah.
That's like my favorite. Just ancillary seasoning. I love that stuff.
Yeah. Karen said her husband Chris got type 2 also. Stephen and Jacqueline says prayers going out to Teresa. Appreciate that. Pickles thoughts for Miss Teresa. Appreciate that. He had something else here. No Pepsi but Coke. Haven't had it in years, but it's better. Yeah. I don't know, man. I always like Diet Dr. Pepper too. I don't drink any of it hardly at all. Now I'll tell you what I do like, and I will buy this every once in a while, and that's root beer. Man, I love root beer.
I do. I like cream soda too.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah, Teresa gets I think it's like an A&W root beer cream soda, I think.
I've tried it,
Yeah.
and it's pretty good. You know, Dr. Pepper makes it. It's the Dr. Pepper cream. It's pretty good too.
I ain't never had that.
Hmm
I'm a big coffee drinker though. I can't find it.
I drink one, maybe 2 cups a day. I drink one in the morning for breakfast, basically, and then if I'm up studying, in the evening or late at night, then I might drink another cup.
It don't keep you up.
Yep,
It does.
a little bit. I mean, I can actually drink a cup of coffee and go straight to sleep, but I like to think that it helps me. So
Yeah. Pickle says Dr. Pepper's really good for a tenderizer. Have you ever used that? Any kind of
I've heard that though, but I haven't.
Have you ever used coffee grinds or coffee?
I actually have a coffee-based rub in my cabinet, but I haven't used it yet.
Yeah. Patrick, I don't know if Patrick's still in here or not. He's in the future. You know, he's 17 hours ahead of us down in Australia. I don't know if he's still here or not, but he just did a video this morning or put it out this morning. Some kind of, he was doing some kind of review on a rub, and it was coffee base, I guess you could say.
I have to make sure I check it. I haven't been able to watch any videos today. We've been really busy the past week. Actually, we had revival this week, and I actually had to preach last night. Then we had outreach ministry this morning. So it's been a jam-packed week for us.
Yeah, it's kind of tiring, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, it's coming up on 1 hour. I won't keep you too long tonight. We just want to pick at you, but I'm gonna hit you a little bit if you can stay with us a little bit longer.
Sure.
Okay. I think I may have asked this. I'm not sure. But do you like hot dogs or hamburgers the best? Which one do you like the best? Hot dogs or hamburgers? Your first choice.
Push.
Push.
I like them both.
Yeah. You like your hot dog on your hamburger, right?
Yeah.
You know, that's I cooked yesterday. I made a little short video. We were at work, and everybody out there where I work cooks just about, except for maybe 1 or 2 people. And it just happened to fall on me yesterday, and they went and got a bunch of stuff. We had some pork steaks and different things, and we got the charcoal going and everything, and it just never fails. Once you get everything cooked, you know, your charcoal's all white hot. I mean, it's just ready to go, and you probably got enough charcoal to cook for another 10 or 15 pounds of meat, seems like. But I told them, I said, man, I wish because they sprung this on me. I didn't even know they were going to do it. And then they picked me to cook, and but if I'd have known they were going to do it, I'd have told them to bring some hamburger meat and some hot dogs, because I just love a good grilled hot dog, man. You can't beat it.
A burger off the grill.
Yeah.
You don't get too much better than that.
I know, man. I just grilled hot dog. I mean, I made some boudin. There was some boudin. They brought some boudin. Have you ever had boudin?
I've tried it one time, and it was pretty good. I would love to get my hands on some real authentic boudin from down south, but haven't had it often.
Yeah, that was good, man. Well, I used charcoal, and I put some pecan chunks in it, 4 or 5 big pecan chunks in there. Got a good flavor, a good color on everything, and that boudin, man, it soaked that pecan flavor up, man. It was so good.
Sounds like I bet it was.
Yeah. You like pork steak or beef steak? Which one you prefer better?
I would go beef, but narrowly. Just narrowly. But I love pork steaks, but I do love a good steak. Oh, beef.
Yeah. Back to ice cream, coffee. Coffee, ice cream rocks, Pickles said. Have you ever had coffee ice cream?
I have not.
Yeah, I have. It's good stuff. I'll tell you, my favorite is black walnut. I'm sure everybody in the chat room knows that. If y'all don't know that, my favorite's Ozark black walnut. So I just love that stuff.
I actually, it's okay. I've had it. It's pretty good.
Yeah,
Not my favorite, but I'd eat it.
yeah. Butter pecan's my second, and just love those. And we go to, I can't even think of the name of the ice cream joint now. What's one of the what's one of the big name?
There's Baskin Robbins.
Yeah. Yeah, Baskin Robbins. Go and get a 2-dip cone, and that's usually what I do. I put the butter pecan on the bottom and the black walnut on top, and I'm good to go, man.
I hear you. I like it nice and plain.
Yeah. Well, man, we've been cutting up and carrying on, but I got a serious question to ask you now. This is just something that it can be life changing for some people. But is it okay to put pineapple on pizza?
No.
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 No pineapple on your pizza.
Not at all. Pizza is a tool for meat and vegetables.
Okay.
And sauce. No stinking pineapple.
The man says no stinking pineapple.
No stinking pineapple. My daughter loves pineapple on her pizza. My oldest, I think my wife does too. She likes ham and pineapple pizza, but nah.
Yeah, there's a lot of
I
people.
like actually just enough cheese on my pizza to make the toppings hang on.
Yeah.
Extra sauce.
Yeah, you're not a cheese lover, so you gotta have just enough to make it all hold together, don't you?
Pretty much, just to make it stick.
Yeah. Jeff says pineapple on everything. Jerry Ellen says, I just missed her. Where'd she go? Well, I'll declare I just lost Jerry Ellen. There she is right there. Pineapples with jalapenos, yeah. Teresa likes it like that with Canadian bacon, or sausage even.
I like jalapenos on my pizza, but not pineapple.
Yeah. Patty Joe says, yeah. Pineapple.
No.
So, that's good. Well, I got to ask you too now. When you was a kid, did you eat the crust on bread or did you eat around it and throw it away?
I was a kind of a big boy, so I wasn't going to waste nothing. I ate the crust, the crumbs. I ate it all.
That's funny, me too.
You're throwing away good food if you throw the crust away.
Yeah. I like the heels too, man. I call them the beginning and the end,
Those make the best bologna sandwiches, actually.
Yeah. And peanut butter and jelly too, man. Take and toast that up. Woo! That'll hurt you, man. You put one of them on top of your head and your tongue will slap your brains out trying to get to it. It's so good, Oh, mercy sake. So since I made them French fries today, I got to ask you, what's your favorite or what's your one that you prefer? French fries, tater tots, or onion rings?
That's a hard one. Like a good onion, it's hard to beat a good onion ring, though.
Yeah, you're right.
Now, if it's a terrible onion ring, then give me the fries. But if it's a good onion ring, I'll go with those.
Yeah. Yeah. What are you most proud of, man? You got anything in life that you're the most proud of?
My family. I got an awesome wife. I got some good kids, and proud to say I serve the Lord.
Yeah.
He's done a lot for me. Brought me a mighty long way, and I'm glad about it. So
yeah,
I'm
we'll
happy
talk
about
that.
Our Lord and Savior, and then my family.
Yeah. Yeah. How many kids you got?
I have 4.
4. Cool.
3 in the house and 1's away at college. She's a freshman in college.
Cool. All girls?
3 girls and 1 boy.
3 girls and 1 boy. Wow.
Yep.
They kept you in line all this time, ain't they?
Whew. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, man. What's some of the spiciest food you've ever eaten?
I know my limitations, so I'll just probably some spicy, I don't know, maybe a spicy chicken wing, like a extremely hot chicken wing, something like that. Yeah. But I've had some pretty spicy Chinese food too.
Yeah, no doubt. I remember the first time I ate some General Tso's chicken, had that little red cayenne pepper, whatever it was looked like a worm in there. I didn't know it at first, and I got a mouthful of that and didn't realize it. And didn't take long to, come around. I can assure you that.
Yeah.
What is there any one thing that no one would know about you or would not even believe, possibly?
Hmm.
Miker.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure
Mine,
there's something. Nothing comes to mind.
yeah. Mine, I always tell everybody in here is when I was a kid, I taught myself how to ride a unicycle, and I delivered newspapers when I was a kid. And a lot of people didn't know that. But you got any pet peeves?
Loud talkers.
Loud talkers.
Yeah, that is just loud for no reason. Just loud talkers.
Rude.
Somebody that think they knows everything.
Yeah.
Everything you say you're about to do, if you've done, they've done it too.
Yeah.
Everything you've eaten, they've tried it before. Just, yeah.
Yeah, I hear you. You got any hobbies?
I love to fish. I used to be really, really big into video games, like big, but that's not anymore. But I love fishing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you want to be when you grew up? When you was a kid, what'd you want to be when you grew up?
I really never had a specific thing that I really wanted to be. I guess everybody talks about always being a lawyer or something like that, so that crossed my mind a few times. But I always just wanted to be own my own business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Been able to achieve that. Yeah, that's cool. It's the way I was too, man. I've always pretty much been self-employed all my life, and I work for a company now, and it's so totally different,
Yeah.
So different.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Which do you prefer the most, baseball or football?
Football.
You like football, huh?
Oh yeah.
What's your favorite team?
The Philadelphia Eagles.
The Eagles, huh?
Yes, sir.
What's your favorite all-time player from all time, ever since you was big enough to know?
Now, my favorite football player of all time actually happens to be Barry Sanders, which he played for the Lions. But my favorite Philadelphia Eagle of all time is probably Randall Cunningham.
Randall Cunningham.
Yeah.
Why?
He was just different. He was a super good athlete. He could throw the ball 80 yards in the air. He could punt the ball. He was just, he was kind of before his time.
That's good.
And, he was a black quarterback.
Yeah.
You didn't see that a whole lot, at least, growing up. You had a few, Warren Moon, Doug Williams, and Randall Cunningham.
That's good. We talked about music. He's talking about some of your favorite music, gospel music. Have you ever been to a concert?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. What was the last concert you went to?
The last concert, was Jonathan Reynolds, and I believe that was about 2 years ago, maybe 3. Before everything shut down. We were supposed to go to one last year, and COVID hit. So.
Right. Do you ever hear of a guy named Carmen?
No.
No. He was way back years ago, but I just seen where he passed away the other day. But he was a big name guy, Carmen. I don't even remember. He was an Italian guy. I don't even remember his last name now for sure. But anyway, yeah. You like movies? You watch movies very much?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
What's some of your favorite type movies?
I like them all. I love comedies. I love suspense. My favorite movie of all time is actually The Color Purple, though.
Yeah? Why is that?
It's just a good story.
Yeah.
I love the movie.
Oprah was in that, right?
Yeah. Oprah, Whoopi Goldberg.
Yeah.
Danny Glover.
Yeah, that's right. I always liked Danny Glover.
Yeah.
Him and Mel
Gibson.
Mel Gibson. Couldn't think of it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure enough, man. Hey, I don't want to keep you too long. I know you've been working hard and busy and everything, and I just got a couple more quick questions for you, and we're going to let you go. But if you was arrested with no explanation, what would your friends and family assume you had done?
Probably got into a fight.
For what, though?
Road rage or something, probably.
I get that every now and then. People say that quite a bit, road rage, actually.
Yeah.
So, but anyway. Well, man, listen, how can people follow you on social media? I know.
On Facebook, I'm on Instagram. I have a Twitter, but it's kind of this on life support. So,
Yeah.
but follow me on Instagram. I don't really do social media heavy like I probably should, but I am on Instagram and I am on Facebook.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it looks like Steven has my links up there. So
Yeah, Steven's good about that. He's got pretty much everything in there. Folks in the chat room, I just want to say if you've not yet been over to Brandon's channel, be sure and go check him out as soon as we're done, and watch some of his videos, give him a thumbs up on them, and leave him a comment. If you've never been there, just tell him you've seen him over on old Mr. Cast Iron's channel, and if you've not yet subscribed to him, be sure and do that, and I know he'll certainly appreciate that.
definitely appreciate you guys.
Brandon, if there was anything, is there anything that you would like to say to all of our folks here in the chat room, or certainly to your subscribers? Have you got anything that you'd like to say to them?
Just appreciate you guys that are subscribers. I appreciate you guys that even come by the channel and just checked it out. Maybe I wasn't your cup of tea. That's fine as well. Just keep on doing what you do. God is good, and I don't know. That's about it. One thing I always say, and I'll say on my videos, if anybody ever just even needs prayer, you can always reach out to me, or you can just send me an email or drop me a note, and we'll make sure that we pray for you guys, because prayer, it changes things. And I'm a big believer in prayer and how the impact it can have on a person's life or a person's outcome. So that's basically it.
Yeah. Our buddy Kirby just popped in
Hey,
here.
what's going on, Kirby? How you doing?
We're about to pull out of here and call it a show, but we appreciate you popping in with us, Kirby. But yeah, that's good to know, man. I mean, and I know you're sincere about that, and we certainly appreciate that, because life throws us curves, and we all need, we all need prayer from time to time. We may, have situations that, hit us from time to time, and certainly appreciate you being there and willingness, and likewise myself too. Certainly, I don't just take that lightly, and I don't say that just flippantly. If you need prayer, I'll certainly pray for you for sure. Also, but man, we certainly appreciate you being here. You've been a good sport, and we've enjoyed this, and we wish you all the best with your channel and all the success that you desire and everything for you and your family, and certainly your business and everything. And so we appreciate you being here. We're going to go ahead and call it a night, folks. Listen, I've got outdoor indoor Texan tomorrow night. If you're able to pop in, we're going to interview him, and then I'll be kind of telling you some of the lineup coming up for March, and we're going to be changing our routine a little bit. We're going to back down to one night a weekend on Sunday nights, and so we certainly appreciate that. But hey, we appreciate you guys being here with us. Y'all have a good night and a good weekend, and we'll see you later. It's Mike over here at Mr. Cast Iron.
All right, appreciate you guys. Y'all have a blessed night.